Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you how to find and manage sound settings on your iPhone 17. So first, what we want to do is we want to open up the Settings app. And now, in the Settings app, we want to go over to Sounds and Haptics. So scroll a bit down until you see Sounds and Haptics. It's close to the notifications and focus, also the screen time. Now here we have our sound settings. So what can we do here? We can enable or disable the silent mode. Here we will have the indicator if it's enabled or not. And we can also show it or hide it in the status bar. So now it's silent, we don't see it. And now we do. So this is what we can do first. We can also change the microphone input, so we can change the input to, as you guys can see, we have it for automatic right now, but whenever we connect our AirPods for an example, then we will be able to change the microphone from the iPhone to the AirPods. And right here we can change the volume for ringtone alerts. We can also change it with buttons. As you guys can see, the volume buttons will not affect the volume of the ringtone alerts. And as you guys can see, the volume buttons can be used to adjust the volume of the ringtone alerts. So I always have it turned on. It's just my preference. So it's totally up to you. The settings is totally to your preference and how you like it. Now moving on, we can change the haptics. So here we can change the haptics for the ringtones and alerts. We can always play them, play or don't play them in the silent mode, and just never play them. And as you guys can see, haptics will not play when iPhone rings or receives an alert. And here it will just play them while not being in silent mode. And here it will play in silent mode. So it's totally up to you. Now moving on, we can change the ringtone, text tone, voicemail, new mail, sent mail, and a lot more settings. We can change the sound of it. So as you guys can see, this is the ringtone. So this is the default one. We can change it here. And now what you guys can also do is go to the tone store, and here you will be able to search for basically everything. So if you've got your favorite artist for an example, then you'll be able to buy a ringtone off of him. Sadly, it does not work with the Apple Music. So if you do not have the Apple Music, then don't worry, you do not lose anything. You still have to pay here in the iTunes store. Now moving on, what we can do here, we can change the haptics. So we can do the synchronized, which is the default. We can set it to, let's say, accent, and you guys won't feel it, but I will. So I don't want to spend a lot of time here, but here you guys can create a new vibration. You can just hold your finger. Now whenever you let go of the finger, then the vibration will stop. You can spam it a bit, you can hold it, and then you will have your vibration. So now it's silent, now it vibrates, and it works just like that. You guys can save it and give it a cool name. For an example, HardReset.Info. Now let's save it, and here we have our custom vibration, or we can totally turn it off. So now moving on, we can do that for everything, like the text tone and much more. Now we have the keyboard feedback, the lock sound, and the system haptics. And here we have the volume limit for our built-in speaker. So we can limit the maximum volume so our iPhone does not get too loud. And right here we can also enable or disable reduce loud sounds. So it's a very cool option. Whenever something's just too loud, then the iPhone will try and reduce it as fast as possible, so your ears are not hurting. And now moving on to the headphones, we have the headphone safety, and we can reduce loud audio for the headphones. And here we can see the headphone notifications in the last 6 months. So I've gotten 0 because this is a fresh phone. And here right at the bottom we have the personalized spatial audio. It's also for the AirPods. And here we are basically able to set it up. So as you guys can see, we can personalize our spatial audio just by moving. Here we have to position our iPhone in front of you. We can start the capture, and here we have to put our face. Then it will create a personalized spatial audio. And I think that this is a very cool feature if you're using the AirPods, so you get the 100% of the feeling. And that's basically it for the sounds and haptics settings. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.